So I had lunch with the vice president today. She fucking loves me. She's going to mentor me. She said, I see you. I see myself in you. You're going to do well. And she just praised me to high heaven. And this is not a woman who doles out compliments. She was, I was just like, whoa. And when people saw her and I sitting together having lunch and talking, and then she hugged me before she left, she sent a message. She absolutely sent a message that she 1000% approves of the. I mean, she was so impressed with my department and just the tiny amount of time that I've been there. I've really started to turn it around. And she came in and she just kind of stood back. I didn't even know she was there for the longest time. She was literally just observing me. And she said she was so impressed with what she saw, my behavior, the things I was doing, how I was communicating with my staff, training, going over procedures and policies that, to be honest, were not followed, had not been followed by previous managers. And because I know that I have this pressure on me to make things right, I'm showing up and I'm making things right. And I today was absolute confirmation because the only person whose opinion that really matters to me, with the exception of the other, like, the 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 guy who actually runs the whole thing, is her. And things are looking up, dude. Things are looking up. No, she loved everything she saw, everything she heard. And she's still tough. Like, she called me out on multiple things to let me know that this is not right. We need, but she understands that I'm still new and I'm doing everything I can and that I'm just trying to make things right and that I'm open to direction and I actually want the help because I know things aren't right, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of unsure on, um, you know, what I need to do as far as like how I fix it. You know, I know there's certain things I'm 100% certain on how to fix, and those are the things I'm working on, the things I'm certain of. But there's other things that I'm just like, I'm gonna need some direction. Like, I'm not sure how to fix this because, like, some of these things are really critical problems that have been overlooked. And so she made it, she came in and spent the afternoon with me. We had lunch together. She helped me. She was awesome. And she sent the message. She let everybody know that I am currently her favorite. Like, and when she said, I see myself in you, she was telling me. So I'm going to be working very closely with her. She's going to mentor me. So I'm just really pumped about this. Um, Opportunity. Like, I can't even tell you. It was huge. It was a watershed moment. And I I knew something was up because I happened to look at the clock and it said 13:13. And that was a message, and sure as shit here she comes. Sure as shit here she comes, like I don't know, like 20 minutes later. Like 20 minutes later, I hear her call my name. She had been in the department. She had been watching me. I was so busy, I wasn't paying attention. And she was just like, I can't believe the difference. I'm shocked at how much better it looks in here. What a difference. And this is not a woman who ever compliments. If this woman compliments you, she's deadly serious. This woman has no reason to blow smoke up anybody's ass or kiss anybody's ass. And on top of that, she's East Coast. She's East Coast. So I was like, oh my gosh, that explains so much about her mannerisms, how blunt she is and straightforward and to the point in black and white. Because those East Coast people, especially the Northeast people, they don't fucking mince words and they don't kiss your ass. I don't know if you know anything about East Coast people, but they tell you what's up. And they don't fucking play games. And so I respect that. Even when sometimes it hurts your feelings. Even though I had my feelings hurt. At least I respect the directness and the bluntness. And I know that it's not coming from a place of trying to hurt my feelings. It's coming from a place of, this is just how it has to fucking be. And this is what we're going to do. And get in line or get out. I mean, this woman is hardcore. And she's been doing this job for a while. So I'm just really, it was a good day. It was a very fucking good day. So, if my haters want to keep talking shit, go ahead, because everything's just getting better over here. Every time you bitches talk about me, I get a blessing. So, this fear that I grew up with, that most of us have, about people talking, saying mean things about us, talking about our backs, putting us down. When you ward your name and you return to sender, and you get in the mindset that your haters are only going to bless you, like it says in the Psalms, he prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. What do you think that means? What do you think it means? Witchcraft, baby. Witchcraft. It's just witchcraft. It's taking power back. It's taking your power back. It's recognizing that nothing outside of you can affect you except that you open that door and let it in. So when you decide that your enemies are no longer going to have power over you, and that everything they do is going to backfire, that no weapon formed against you will prosper, then guess what? No weapon will prosper. You will prosper, and your enemies, because of everything they want for you, is what's going to come for them. If you walk in this and stand firm in this and believe this with your whole fucking chest, you will see the difference in your life, your mental state, because you won't give a fuck. Bitch, you want to talk shit about me? You want to be mean? You're just projecting. You're obviously saying about me what is true about you, right? So when people talk shit about you and they put you down, that's really a reflection of how they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with you, because how you treat people says everything about you and nothing about them. And no matter what anybody on the internet says about me, no matter what lies they make up, what slander, in real life, in real time, with people who actually interact with me on the daily, who see me in action, who know what I'm about, well, they know better. They know me. I mean, this internet shit is just a creative outlet for me. But it is also witchcraft. I'm doing witchcraft. This channel, these are all spells that I'm doing. Because everything is magic to me. Everything is witchcraft. I don't do the rituals that I do, on my altar, and lighting candles and burning sage and all that shit. Guys, that's mostly for aesthetic. That's mostly for fun. That's just art. I'm just doing art, right? The real witchcraft isn't happening on the altar. The real witchcraft is happening inside of me, within me, and it's taking control of my life and creating my own reality. Walking the walk, walking the talk. Right? It's not about being flawless and performing for others. It's about lived experience. Taking control of your life. And now I'm having lunch with the vice president. I want you guys to remember that 4 years ago, I was homeless and running for my life. And now I'm having lunch with the VP and I have my own department. So if you want to know if witchcraft works, you just got to talk to me. Because this all happened as a result of witchcraft. Ask Stevie Nicks and Taylor Swift if witchcraft works. It does. Because witch is just an acronym for woman in total control of herself. Well, that's all a witch is a woman in total control of herself. I took back my power. I claimed my sovereignty. I sent all the bad shit back to where it belonged, to the people who were putting shit on me that I didn't deserve, projecting their own bullshit onto me. I sent it back to them. And now they're living with the shit they tried to put on me. And I'm rising to the top like cream. This is the truth of witchcraft. This is the reality of witchcraft. This is what it can do for you. And for those of you who can't get past the word witch or witchcraft, well, that's something you're going to have to make your peace with. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. You can call it manifestation. You can call it prayer. You can give God the credit. I don't care what you do. But ultimately, you are the source. Just like Yeshua said in the Gospels, your faith has healed you. Multiple times in the Gospels when he would approach people and say, do you want to be healed? Do you want to get better? Then just do it. Take up your mat and walk. Like, just fucking decide. So I'm not telling you anything that Yeshua himself did not teach. I'm just walking in it and living in it. And I finally get it. I just call it witchcraft. Because ultimately it's much, much older than the Gospels. Much, much older than Christianity. Much, much older than any religion that currently operates on this planet. By the way, the Jesus fish, and this is never not going to be hilarious. People love it when they find this out. You gotta understand, I have never not told this fact to people and not had them think that is hilarious. It's funny. It's hilarious. And that is the Jesus fish is an ancient goddess symbol. It's actually an open vagina. I just think about all those Christians in the deep south that throw Jesus fishes on everything, and they're literally putting a vagina on their car. Tell me that's not fucking hilarious. Because it is. Nobody has never not thought that was funny. It is a absolute thousands of years old. It's an ancient goddess symbol because the Christians co-opted it because it represents being born again. It literally represents being born again. But before it represented being born again and Jesus, it was an ancient goddess symbol, and it's a fucking vagina, guys. A literal vagina opened to give birth. It is a symbol of the goddess. And Christians all over the world, especially in the Deep South, have been slapping this symbol on their cars and on their Bibles and literally everything else, thinking that it just represents Jesus. They don't understand how the goddess actually works, that she's extremely clever. And these people have been putting her sigil on their stuff for years. I think it's great. I could not be more pleased at finding this out. And honestly, I think it's hilarious. I love it. I absolutely fucking love that. And if you're going to run out and rip that Jesus symbol off your car because, oh my God, it's a vagina, well, don't ever touch a vagina ever. If vagina grosses you out, then you should not touch vaginas. You should stay away from vaginas. Like, if it's going to be that big of a deal, if you're going to be that weird about it, it's just a vagina, guys. And it represents being born again. It represents new life. It's a beautiful symbol. But the fact is, it's still a vagina. Tell me that's not hilarious. So yeah, witchcraft works. It is literally just a matter of time before I end up getting promoted. Either, like, I'm gonna be the vice president. If I stick with this, I will eventually become the vice president. She is amazing. Like, honestly, she's so sharp. And once you get past the hard candy shell, you realize she is an actually really kind person. She was telling me some stories about those others that she has mentored in the past and the things she has done for them, the kindness she has shown those she felt could benefit. And I was just like blown away. And I'm like, wow, that really tells me a lot about you. It tells me a lot about the kind of person that you are. So she has this reputation of being ferocious because she has to be, because of what she does, because she is no nonsense. And you just don't argue with her. Like, she came in and she was like, she didn't tell me, she didn't greet me with a hug and, oh, Dana, you're doing so great. No, the first thing she did was come in and be like, why is this like this? And I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And I said what my thought processes were. And she was like, no, 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 no. This has to be done. I don't care what you thought you were doing. This has to be done. You can't do it enough. You can't. This is priority. Make sure this gets done. And then she was like, your department looks amazing. Like, holy shit. I felt like she slapped me and then kissed me. Like, but she was right. I'm aware, and the person that I delegated the task to did not complete it. And so, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's also gonna be fine. I'm totally gonna, as long as I keep showing up and I keep trying, and she understands there are challenges, and I have personnel issues, and I can't always control what everybody does, and but she's there to support me to make sure that things get done. And if there's anyone in my department that's not going to fall in line, she's like, get rid of them. Send them on their way and find somebody who will. Like, I'm not joking. She's like, you don't have to apologize and you don't have to beg. You're here to do your job and you don't need their approval and you don't need their permission. Tell them what to do, and if they don't do it, well, they don't need to be in this position, then they'll do that. This is the kind of authority, divine feminine authority that I'm talking about, that I've been talking about. I recognize it in spending the afternoon with her. I understand it. I get it. Like, the reputation notwithstanding, she has a fearsome reputation, company-wide. But she's good at what she does and she gets results. And honestly, that's the kind of mentorship that I want. And the fact that I get to be mentored by a strong female who is so successful and what she has done, who's climbed as far as she has gotten as far as she has, just by being who she is and not apologizing. I fucking love that. I knew that I was in the presence of greatness. The way she carries herself is incredible. Like, I know I can learn so much. I know that she was sent by the goddess. I know she was. I don't have anything to fear. She has decided that she wants to develop me professionally and mentor me. And I feel so honored, even though I know it's going to be a challenge and I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get yelled at. I already know. She's not going to mince words with me. She's not going to kiss my ass. Liking me does not mean she's going to bend who she is and shrink who she is just to make me happy. She's never going to do that. But she shouldn't. She has no reason to. Like, she doesn't. I'm there to impress her. I'm there to learn from her. I am there to grow from her and learn through her how to be a better department head. And I'm too old to be getting my feelings hurt. And I told her, I was a Navy wife and I raised 4 sons and I had a job. And, I kind of gave her a little bit of a backstory. And she was fucking impressed. Super impressed. Navy wife, 4 sons, you can handle this. You can do anything. Oh, you had a job. You worked and raised children and you were a Navy wife, you're fucking golden. You're perfect. I knew that's what I could see it in her face. You're exactly what I've been looking for. You're exactly the one I need, that I've been looking for, the one that I need, that I want to train up to possibly take my place. I could see this. I could feel it. I could psychically intuit this. This is incredible, guys. This is amazing. Look how far I've come. Guys, I was homeless, I was fleeing for my life from a fucking serial killer 4 years ago. Now I'm being mentored by the vice president of the fucking division. This is fucking amazing. This is witchcraft. Thank you, Hecate. Thank you, goddess. I'm so grateful to you right now. So, yeah. So, no matter what people online say about me, right? My haters, people who are desperate to spin their own version of events. Listen, people are going to talk shit about you. People are going to misunderstand you. People are going to hate you for no reason. Reasons that have nothing to do with you. Throughout your life, you're going to meet people and they're just going to fucking hate you. And you're going to be like, I don't understand. What the fuck did I do to you? Right? You may not have done anything to them. They're dealing with their own issues. And it has nothing to do with you. So you can't own other people's bullshit. People will project themselves and their insecurities and their past trauma on you. All the fucking time. It happens to all of us, doesn't it? People will judge you based on things that, like, when someone judges you because you're not living the way they were told was the right way to live. Okay, so they've been brainwashed, right? They've been brainwashed and they think the whole world operates the same way. And if you don't operate the way they were told was the right way to operate, then you're evil, you're a sinner, you're going to hell, right? You need their God, you need their book, you need their whatever the fuck they're selling, right? But you cannot buy into that. You can't. You need an internal locus of control. People with an external locus of control will always seek external validation for everything they do. They will need someone to approve them. They won't be able to do a damn thing without wondering if what they're doing is approved by something or someone, whether it be their God or their friend group or their spouse or their families. They won't make a move without worrying that what they're doing is okay according to these external sources. But when you are actualized and embodied and aware and illuminated and enlightened, you stop caring. And also when you get after age 40, if you still give a fuck what the crowd thinks, then you are immature and you got some growing up to do. And so that's all I'm saying. You need to know who you are. Be firm in yourself. Walk in your power. And walk in the world walk as if you own it. Carry yourself as if you own the ground you fucking stand on. Take ownership. When I was given this department, I was told, make it your own. Obviously, I can't there's things that I have to not, there's rules to follow, right? But you have to own it. You have to take accountability and responsibility for everything in your life. Anything in your field becomes your responsibility. And I was given this opportunity and I'm making the most of it. I'm taking ownership of it. And for the first time maybe in my entire life, because I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for my kids. I'm not doing it for my husband. I'm not doing it for society's approval. I'm doing it because I recognize that this is what I called into my life. This is what I called into my life. Not, maybe not this specific thing, but I can correlate. When you learn to recognize that what's in your life are the things that you have called in, and you may not know. A lot of people call in things, they pray for things, they go to create things, and then they don't recognize them when they show up because it doesn't look like they expected. Well, you got to have a little more fluid imagination, and you got to be able to work with every opportunity that comes your way. You got to be able to flow with it. You got to go with the flow. But at the same time, don't let yourself drown with the shifting tides. And so, yeah, I just want to say it was fucking amazing. Like, honestly. She has been, I know she was chomping at the bit to come earlier, but she wanted to give me a chance. She wanted to see what I could do given the opportunity, and she was beyond impressed. She did not expect it to be that much better. She didn't expect me to accomplish as much as I have in the short time that I've been in this position. And she is going to mentor me and help me accomplish all of my goals. And I just could not be more grateful for that. I'm grateful to her. I'm grateful to Akate. I'm grateful to myself for being smart enough to recognize the opportunity when it showed up, instead of thinking it was another trap. You know, it shows the level, it tells me how much I have healed, that I was able to look at this and not be overwhelmed by the challenge, right? Thinking I can't do this. This is too much. No, it's not. It's literally exactly what I've been training for the last several years. I'm perfectly capable of this. Perfectly capable. So, yeah, I just had to say that. I had to come on here and I had to share this. I hope to inspire the rest of you who might listen to this. I was literally homeless 4 years ago, living out of my car. And now I'm having lunch with the vice president. And I'm well on my way. I'm 100% sure I'm going to be the vice president within 5 years. Within 5 years, I will have enough training and experience to become the vice president. I already know that's the plan. I can tell she's not saying anything because it would be absolutely inappropriate of her at this stage of the game to even bring up the subject. But I already know she sees that because she wants to retire and she needs someone to take over her. And she's not going to just let anybody take over her position. She's going to personally make sure that she personally hands-on trains me to do her job. That's where we are, guys. That's what witchcraft did. So, anyway, I'm not going to stay on long, but I just wanted to share that. So thank you for watching, and y'all have a beautiful night.